everyone, welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're going to see who will offer you a long-term commitment. What are their next moves towards you? How will they pursue you? We will get all of that today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, that is where you can find me. And other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings as well. For group one, we have the Sunstone Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Final Rose Tarot. For group two, we have the Amethyst Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Everyday Tarot. For group three, we have the Obsidian Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. And for group four, we have the Clear Quartz Crystal Point, and we will be using the White Newman Tarot. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group one with the Sunstone Crystal Point and the Final Rose Tarot, this is your reading. We are going to tap in and see who will offer you a long-term relationship. What are their next moves towards you? How will they pursue you? We'll get all of that, Spirit, for group one. Group one with the Sunstone. Please show us for group one. Who will offer group one a long-term relationship? So the very first card we have that came out is the Visionary, and I'm getting multiple downloads for this person. For some of you, this is a very creative person. This could be someone you meet in the midst of their own artistic pursuit, meaning you could meet them as their work is showing at a gallery or as someone is playing their music. That could be your first introduction to them, like seeing their art first. And then I was getting a strong energy of leadership, like in a very domestic kind of way. So for some of you, this is a visionary in the sense that this is someone who has a vision of how they want to live their life moving forward and what kind of life they want to create. And when you guys are joining together, this person is very much so dating with intention. Like, this is the kind of lifestyle I want. Like, I want to build a family, or I want to become a homeowner. I want to start a life with someone. That kind of vibe. Then we got the Prince and the Athlete. So I'm definitely getting a strong masculine energy coming out with this person right away. I love the Prince. Romantic charm and potential for power is what it says on the Prince card. So this person, they're chivalrous. They like to go on dates. They like to take you on dates. They love romance. They like to be romantic. And this person has a lot of potential for power. And that's so interesting because with the Visionary, usually it's all about like artistic pursuits. But with this one, I felt so strongly right away that Spirit was giving me a different message. Like, no, this person is a leader. Like, this is someone who has a lot of potential to be a part of a power couple. This is someone who has a lot of business potential. So linking up with this person is definitely a huge advantage for sure. We have the Visionary. It says capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others and willingness to proclaim a vision without regard of personal gain. So I love people like that. People who will just support you. People who don't move like and gatekeep all sorts of information. Like, I love when people will just put you on and they're just gracious like that. And this person has that energy. So if you've been wanting to start your own business, or if there is something that you've been wanting to do for years, this is the kind of partner that will support you in your dreams and who will come up with solutions as to how you can do it. So like, say you've always wanted to be an actor, but you haven't been able to pursue that because, 3D life, like you got to pay bills. So you got to go to work, and, you may not be able to do something that's more in alignment with what you want to do. You may have to do like, what's required to stay afloat in this life. This is the kind of person who will A, support you as you're pursuing your dreams, and B, help you figure it out. Like, okay, how do we do this? We have the athlete. I'm getting a strong DIY vibe from this person as well. Like a do-it-yourself kind of person, the kind of person who's just like, okay, there's a video out there for everything, or there's, a book out there for everything. Like, I can learn it. Anything I want to do, I can do on my own without having to call in a professional. It just feels like this person is the kind of person who may be a jack of all trades as well. Someone who's like good at everything or can figure out anything. The athlete says dedication to transcending of physical limits, including handicaps, and development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. So mind, body, and soul, this person believes on working on themselves, and they do work on themselves, and they want to empower you to work on yourself as well. Also, I'm getting a really cute message coming through. Spirit is saying if you've been really wanting to like fixate like what you eat, like if you want to go on a different diet, like say you've, eaten meat your entire life, but you've been really called in the last couple of years to go vegetarian. This is the kind of person who would literally match that energy, or any health goals you have, like, oh, I want to gain this, I want to lose this. This person with that athlete energy, they could even be a personal trainer. They could be someone who's very physically fit themselves. They likely are, actually. But they will match your energy with that. They will help you do that. I love how they're so dedicated to matching energy. They like always match they always match the energy of the person they're with, whether it's friends or family. It's like, okay, whatever you want to do, I'm going to support you. And then we have the child wounded that came out. It says awakens compassion and the desire to serve other wounded children, and opens the path of learning forgiveness. So this person, they have forgiven friends, family, people in their past, associates, people they went to school with that have hurt them. They have been wounded at some point, and I feel like they have healed their inner child, and now they're just what they would have wanted embodied. Like the fact that right from the top of the reading, it's like this person is such a leader. They're not a follower. They're not the kind to, kick someone when they're down, or jump on the bandwagon and the trends of whatever's in, whatever's out, or whoever is in, whoever is out. They're a free thinker, and they're someone who's been hurt before, and they've kind of made it their mission to support other people and to accept other people. Spirit, for group 1, tell us more about this person offering a long-term relationship. And this person is matching your energy in life. I feel like you guys are on 2 parallel paths. We got the leveling up card here. And usually when you think of leveling up, or at least when I do, when most people do, you think about like some sort of financial increase or some sort of like lifestyle increase. Leveling up on this card, though, is depicted by a girl, standing up straight with prayer hands, looking like she's meditating. And your level up may have been really spiritual and mental in the past year. And I'm hearing you're going to reap rewards for all that effort that you put in to level up. And you may even look at the past year and be like, I can't tell you what the theme was. I can't even describe it. Nothing really happened. But it's important to know that a lot happens spiritually. And a lot of times, like when you have physical manifestations, that's easy to say, oh, last year was about getting my new home. But when we have all these spiritual uploads or mental uploads, you can't see it. It's just like something you really have to remember. And that's why I personally write everything down and keep track of my wins, so I never feel like nothing has really happened. But when you have those mental and spiritual level ups, you can't always see it. But spirit sees it. And group 1, you're going to be paid for what you've invested. We have enjoying the moment. So this person, I'm picking up that they like to vacation, and I'm also hearing that they like to live more of a slow life. Their idea of a perfect day is literally rolling out of bed, getting their coffee, reading something. I'm seeing someone like read the paper or reading a book, slow morning, self-care, aromatherapy. I'm also seeing and hearing like a diffuser, just kind of catching a vibe, moody lighting, you know, a good light breakfast I'm seeing, and then just taking a stroll. This person loves to just be. They live and they like to live a very simple life. I don't feel like this person's life has been simple, especially with the wounded child coming up. But they want to live a simple life. Oh my goodness. Group 1. Look at this. We have metaphor of love, multiple options, and missed a step. So you may not take this person seriously when they come into your life. The person who's offering you a long-term commitment, they definitely move slower and they're more simple. So when you've gone through a lot of life and you've had like lazy partners though, or people who are time wasters and don't put in effort, it can make you a stickler for low effort. So some of you may not even really receive what this person has to give because it's so simple, because of your past experiences. Like when they take you on a date and it's a really good vibe and you guys just eat, have good conversation, and then you go your separate ways, that's like 2-3 hours of a good date, but it doesn't make you feel like, oh, I know for a fact this will be totally different than what I've experienced in the past. So you may be attracted to more of an extreme love because of what you've experienced in the past, and you may end up missing this person, missing a step, you know. You may end up putting them in a box and assuming that they're not the one because they're not giving you that kind of like love bombing, obsessive overinvestment that people will give really just to get in your pants most of the time, or just to get close to you, just to say that they had you, just to like feel something temporarily. But yeah, we have metaphor of love and multiple options. So just know this committed relationship offer is coming in. This person is going to take their time to get to know you, but there will be other people that you're dating at the time that you meet them. And I just feel like this person may be received by you as a little boring. They may feel a little boring. The other options you have may be way more engaging, way more exciting. This person may seem too turned down for you, just like, not in a negative kind of way. I haven't picked up on anything to say that this person is like sad or moody or anything like that. But it's just not extremes dealing with them. Yeah, we have getting to know each other, and then we have finding the key. So your next committed relationship offer is going to slowly but surely unfold. You guys will go on quite a few dates, I feel, or the dates may be intermittent. They may not be like as back to back as you would like them. I'm seeing a slow process of getting to know each other, but it's like by the end of each date, you can genuinely say that you know this person better, because like when you go on a date and you got the drinks flowing, you got the food flowing, at least for me, I love to catch a good vibe. So we got the drinks, we got the good food, we got music. It really doesn't matter who I'm with. I'm going to have a good time. But a lot of times you don't really get to know people. It's just like you're more wooed by the experience itself, and it can kind of trick you into thinking you have a better connection with someone when really it was the food, it was the drinks, honey, it was the vibes, it was the music, you know. So anyways, I feel like things are just going to go a bit slower with this person. It's going to feel a bit boring for some of you, or you know, slower than you would like, and you really want to dismiss them. And I feel like to a degree you do with missed a step. It's like you have to go back and fix something. But you're finding your way back to them. So a little bit of an interesting start. It's not rocky because you guys aren't going to head to head. You guys aren't beefing. It's just like a little bit of a slow start because of some assumptions that maybe even both of you have. Maybe they have their own reservations as well. In the beginning, but ultimately you're finding the key. I really feel like this is a diamond in the rough, and I really feel like it's unexpected. So allow yourself to get to know them, allow yourself to take time, and allow Spirit to show you who this person is to you. Spirit, what are their next moves How are they going to take action towards group one? We have the Knight of Wands, the Death card, and the Queen of Cups here, okay? Yeah. Once you commit to this person, you commit. Like on this Knight of Wands, you have this person walking or running past the finish line. Death card, packing their bags. Queen of Cups, offering their heart. Like once you notice who this person is to you and vice versa, I feel like the commitment intensifies and it's a no-brainer, like no question, you move forward. So you have your reservations in the beginning. You're wondering like, can this person excite me? Can this person fulfill me? Are they too serious for me? Like, are they going to be able to make me feel the way I'm used to feeling? But then once you realize they're really giving their whole heart to you, it's like, yeah, Death card, I'm moving away from these other options that I have, this metaphor of love. Like, I didn't even talk about that, but metaphor of love is basically saying like, you may have your type around you. There may be like 3 other people you're talking to, for example, and they're all your type, but it's a metaphor of love because it's an idea of what you want to receive love as. And then this person comes through, you're really getting to know them and you're finding the key and it's clicking for you. You're realizing like, oh, this is more what I would say true love is. So Death card, you're walking away from all those options once you do realize that this is the person you've kind of been looking for. Yeah. We got the 7 of Cups. There's multiple options you have for show with the Sun in reverse, but a lot of them just don't compare. None of them make you feel the way this one does or gives you the security, I'll say, that this one does, because I feel like that's what it really is. Like the security and, I hate this, but the leadership, you know, I just hate that traditional dynamic where it's like, oh, this person has to lead. It's like, if we're both fully functional human beings, I see it as dropping the ball if you're not leading. Honestly, that's how I see it. Like both parties should be leading themselves. Like, you lived your whole life as an individual before this person. Why wouldn't you get in the relationship, would you just turn yourself off? Like, what? That is so crazy to me. So I hate to say it, but it really is like leadership in the best possible way. Not leadership where it's like trying to control, but leadership in the sense that this person has their own things going on. They have their own mind and they're taking action. So even if you do take a back seat and you don't have really very much going on at the time, this person is still kind of keeping your life with them moving. So I feel like they give you security vibes. You feel very secure being with them. You feel like you can trust them and you can tell that they're a leader and someone that you respect. And because of that, it's like, it's a no-brainer for you to surrender and to try it out. And I feel like they're offering a whole lot to, oh yeah, we got the 10 of Pentacles here. So their life is likely lavish and very comfortable, okay? This person probably makes good coin. And has a lot of potential. It's like, woo, this is definitely a really, really good offer here. So 10 of Pentacles, the next person who's offering you a committed relationship, this will likely be a long-term relationship if you can adjust to, you know, what they're giving. And if you guys can create something beautiful together, even if it means like a compromise, like if there are areas that you need them to kind of like kick it into gear with, just communicate that. And because they're action oriented, you'll actually have a person that will apply what's needed to keep the relationship going. We have letting your friends help you and getting to know each other. That came out from 2 different decks. So interesting. Spirit is really highlighting, get to know this person. Every person that you date, group 1, get to know them. get to really, really know them and accept what you see from them. When someone shows you they're low effort, but they're a lot of fun, do not overlook the fact that they're low effort and a lot of fun. If someone shows you that they can provide you stability, they intend to do that, and they show you that they do that by taking action in the present time, honor that. But really take your time. Try not to make your mind up about people too quickly. And if you're like me, you're like a human radar. I don't know. I've always had this ability since I was young to like immediately know who someone is to me. I can't explain it. I just immediately know. I don't know how, and I don't know, but I just know. So if you're like me, it can be very hard to like give people a chance because you can easily compartmentalize people. This person goes there, this person goes here, this is that potential, this is that potential. But like if this was my reading, I would really struggle with having to slow down. And I do see that Spirit is calling you to do that so you can really see people for who they are. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This person is going to pull out conversation from you that you would never talk about. Maybe you like to keep it surface level, or maybe you have like, you know, just boundaries. Like these things typically I don't talk about. Even if people bring it up and they want to talk about it, I understand people can't typically handle my point of view or my life experience, so I just keep it on mute. I see you getting out of that comfort zone and out of that boundary and realizing, okay, I have that boundary, but not with this person because they're a safe space. So as you reveal more to this person and vice versa, your bond is going to deepen. So Spirit is reiterating, like, this is a grower. This is a grower for sure. This is the baby plant that you have to nurture to health. And then we have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. This can be in a literal sense, especially when it comes to accountability. Once you tell your friend, I don't want to mess with so-and-so anymore, trust, they're never going to let it go. So that's a beautiful way to keep you accountable if there's someone you're really struggling to let go of. But in an angelic kind of way, when it comes to your spiritual team and your guides, give them permission to come into your life and help you. And also this would be a good time to petition a god, a goddess, a deity to help you with, you know, whatever you feel like you need at this time. They're here to help. They want to help. And Spirit is saying this is a good time to call in as much energy as you can to protect you and to get you through the other side of this tunnel you're in. That's what I got for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Amethyst Crystal Point and the Everyday Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in, we shall see. Who will offer you a long-term relationship? What are their next moves towards you? How are they going to pursue you? We'll get all the details, Spirit. For Group 2 with the Amethyst Crystal Point. For Group 2, please show us their next long-term relationship. Who is offering them this relationship for Group 2? Very first card we got that came out for you is the Pioneer, and immediately I heard daddy energy. So someone may have been asking for someone who embodies daddy energy. Even if you're a feminine looking for other feminines, you may still love that masculine energy. You want to feel like someone wants you. You want to see someone who's not afraid to take action. You love, you know, having a leader by your side. Yes, you can lead yourself, but you also need your partner to be able to lead themselves. And I do see you getting that. So there's a strong energy of this person giving off daddy vibes, daddy energy, masculine energy, someone you can depend on. Ooh, we got a few cards that came out. Oh, I love this. You know what, Group 2, immediately I'm hearing like the overwhelming message that it is your time to be taken care of. So you may be like the healer, the mom, the dad, yourself, of the friend group, of your life, you know, of the family, the peacemaker, yada da. And we have the healer coming in, and right away Spirit is telling me that This person is finally going to be that, like what you have been for other people for you. The healer, it says passion to serve others. Thank goodness. It says by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, the ability to help transform pain into healing. That's very interesting that it says body, mind, and spirit. I'm also seeing massage, that this person likes to give you massage. They will physically work your energy, work your body. You guys could do that whatever way you see fit, okay? But I'm seeing massage, but it does say mind and spirit on there. So mind, body, and soul, this person really takes care of you. This person could be a Reiki master. They could be someone who does Reiki, someone who does massage therapy professionally. This person could be a doctor or a nurse, someone in the healthcare field, even healthcare in the sense of like this person could be like a psychologist or a psychiatrist, someone who works in health. Like mental health, etc. But I feel like this person has a remedy for anything, everything. I'm hearing medicine man, and usually it's medicine woman, but that's how I heard it, medicine man. So strong masculine energy coming through. We have the teacher here as well. So I feel like a switching of roles here super strongly, or someone finally matching your energy, because if you're a true leader, you're never going to fully surrender, maybe temporarily, but not forever, to someone, even if they're giving you like total leadership vibes and they're willing to do the most. You just may be a person that likes to put in effort, period, and you're going to do that regardless of who you're with. But I'm getting a strong energy of this person kind of being what you have been for other people to you. The teacher, it says ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. So tapping in, this person has a really strong gift of being able to communicate. You know how they say, like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. This person is really good with words. And also, it's not even just words. Like, they're just very intuitive. So when they see, like, okay, this conversation is getting intense, too much is happening, they will physically break the ice. It's not always like they need confirmation, like, should we finish this later? Should we take a break? It's like, in the middle of the conversation, things are getting heated. Let me make us some tea. Let me make us some tea. Let me get us some snacks. Like, this person is just tapped in and intuitive, and they take action. We have the pioneer. So you guys may start a life together. It says passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So yeah, it feels like this person wants to break generational curses. They want to live a lifestyle that their family didn't get to live. And I don't even feel that solely financially. It's not like, oh, I just want to make as much money as possible so we never have to struggle and so my kids don't have to struggle. Yeah, that too. Heavy on the, I want to take care of myself and my family, but also in so many other ways. It's like, I want to live this kind of way. Society says this is the goal, but this is what I feel like is more in alignment with me and what I want. This is my personal goal. And we have the artist. It says expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses and inspiring others to see life symbolically. So this person has their own artistic pursuits. They may even have like an art room in their home where they write poetry, where they journal, where they do yoga, where they cook, whatever. This person has some place that is their domain, something that they're really good at. And this person, I feel like, is a good balance of like free thinking, right brain, artistic, intuitive, and left brain, learning, teacher, intellectualist. Like, they're a good balance of both. Spirit for group 2, who will offer group 2 a long-term relationship? We have finding the key. So there may be a very important piece of information that Spirit delivers to you in the near future. You guys have good banter as well. We have talking / roasting that came up. So you guys don't take yourselves or each other too seriously. I'm also hearing hot couple. You guys could both be hot, very like conventionally attractive. Or you look really good together. Like, when you walk into a room with this person, it's like your vibe is totally different. I'm trying to think of an example of like an aesthetic, but I don't know. Imagine seeing a couple in any aesthetic that you really love. Like if you love city core, whatever, imagine seeing a couple with sharp lines, black and white, neutrals, just hair slicked back, looking good, smelling good, rich energy. Or if you like more cottagecore aesthetic or whatever you like imagine seeing a couple walk in a room with your favorite aesthetic. You guys give that kind of vibe. So it may not be all about like, oh, does society find us attractive? But you look so good together that people can't help but to respect it and notice it, I'm hearing. Finding the key is something about this connection you were missing before. I feel like this is your person. I feel like this is the puzzle piece to complete you, especially with the talking crap/roasting card coming out, because you have really good banter, and that's how you know like someone is really for you, when you feel comfortable enough to be yourself. So if you're naturally a sarcastic kind of person, or you're naturally someone who, yeah, you talk a little, you know what I'm saying? You talk a little mess. This person is right there with you. So it's just like, oh, I don't have to feel like a bad person because this person gets my humor. Like it just feels so comfortable. Now, we do have non-assuming and quantum entanglement, interestingly enough. So as you meet this person, you may not expect things to really pop off with them for whatever reason. You may have a hard time reading this person. I feel like they're complex, or this can always be vice versa. Quantum entanglement would typically represent like a person or something significant in your life that's keeping you, like hindering you from being able to move forward. So with quantum entanglement coming up, you could have a hard time connecting with this person because of some sort of past energy pulling on you. So this would be a good time to do a cord cutting. I have custom spell work on my Etsy shop. I can do one for you. But this is a good time to go ahead and detach you from any person, place, or thing, whatever it is. Remove anything from your path that's keeping you, stuck. And non-assuming. So that almost makes me feel like maybe you've been unlucky in love. Maybe you've had experiences where you felt like people were flirting, but it turns out they really weren't, or vice versa. For whatever reason, you seem to be in a non-assuming energy when it comes to this person. Unless this is their energy picking up on you. They may have a hard time reading you and getting to know you because of that. You may have walls up. So I would try to work on that as soon as you can. Do some journaling and shadow work. What's keeping me from opening up to other people? What's truly holding me back? What situation scarred me? Have I truly healed from that so that I can move on? Addressing that kind of stuff would be good, just so you don't end up missing out on anything or delaying anything that's really good, for you because of past experiences. And we got all sorts of creatures here, so you may attract or be attracting a lot of people. We have curious and all sorts of creatures. So to be honest, group 2, it seems that there's many people in your energy, and you may know this. And I feel like these other people that are in your energy is exactly what's causing this quantum entanglement. So I would definitely do something to repel, any and everything. Watchful eyes, time wasters, people you're not in alignment with, these creatures, these people that you're not compatible with. I would, take some time to really repel them, and I would go so far as to make yourself invisible to them. I did a lot of invisibility work on myself last year because I had so many physical level ups that I was really getting an uncomfortable amount of attention, and I had to block all the attention that I did not want. So I've been really finding use in doing some invisibility work. So maybe you want to get into that. Spirit for group 2. So how are they going to take action towards group 2? There's all these other people in your energy. There's some sort of quantum entanglement, some situation that's holding you back, and I feel like you know exactly what it is. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. There's definitely something that has got you on edge, or that has got you just resisting new people. Four of Cups in reverse, you don't respond to their first advance. So I feel like when they first try to talk to you, they may just be giving you too much energy is how it kind of feels. Or you may feel cornered in some way. Like imagine you're a super, chill kind of person. You don't like loud noises. You don't like big crowds. You don't like super excited, high energy people. You like people to be more chill. It can take some time to adjust to people who are like on 10. And this person, I feel like they even learn a little bit of a micro lesson about being aware of how they come across to other people through this experience with you, because it's like, all right, they try to make some sort of move towards you and you deny it at first. You're not taking them seriously, but we have the Judgment card and the 10 of Cups. So you're likely, so this is how it's going to go down. This person's going to try to make a move on you first. 4 of Cups reverse, 6 of Wands, you deny them for whatever reason. And then Judgment card, 10 of Cups, Spirit starts to just lay down so many synchronicities. Like, you're going to start to see so many synchronicity signs and signals that this is someone that Spirit wants you to entertain, because it's going to be like nonstop. You're always getting messages about this person. You may start seeing them everywhere. 10 of Cups with the Judgment card is like Spirit alerting you, okay, with the horn. This is your person. This is your person. This is not the time to resist, to hold back. You do not block your blessings kind of vibe. So we got the 4 of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Wands. Eventually, I do see you linking up with this person, but they gotta kind of learn how to talk to you, and they have to adjust in the beginning. So you may be that kind of person. You may require people to communicate with you in a certain kind of way that feels comfortable to you. And it could be, you know, vice versa. That was just an example. Say this person comes to you super low energy and casual. You know, for someone who needs the engagement, you need to see that someone's present in the moment. And sure, you know, that's not going to fly with you either. So you'll see exactly how it turns out. You probably have a hint of what it would look like, being that you know how you typically react to certain people and whatnot. But we got the Ace of Swords. Interestingly enough, it's sideways. You know, kind of representing this person can't just make them, like, you may not like the feeling of being hunted. You may not like being pursued. You may not like people that come to you in an energy that doesn't feel like you have a choice. It's giving Lilith, not gonna lie. It's giving Lilith, first woman energy. I want to mount you. Or this is the way that I want to do things. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. We got the Justice card, the Ace of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. So you're very sure of yourself. 9 of Pentacles is like independent. I am a provider. I am a rich man type of energy, you know, that Cher quote, like, you're going to have to come through. Justice card, you're going to have to take your time to get to know me. There's just this highlight on I am an individual, so I need to be treated like an individual. Anything that reminds you of someone being in a routine, it just really doesn't sit well with you. Like, if you can kind of tell, oh, this is what they tried on their ex, or this is how they treat all the guys, all the girls, like, it may completely turn you off and turn you cold instantly. So with that Ace of Swords that initially came out sideways, yeah, they're going to have to figure you out. 9 of Pentacles, it's like, what do you give someone who already has everything? Kind of thing. And we got the Justice card, so they're having to prove themselves worthy. They're having to prove themselves worthy. So their first advance, it doesn't seem like you're too keen on that. You're not exactly warmed up to that. This connection is going to take a while to get started. For one, you're going to want to untangle yourself, or vice versa. Also, be present in the moment enough to see that they are someone of value versus all the other creatures. And take time to build that connection, that banter, and let this person in. It's just taking time. I feel like that's just where you're at as a person. Like, this is what you require. If someone really wants you, they're going to have to take their time and really invest. Ooh, we got unrequited love and new love. So I think I know what that quantum entanglement is. For a lot of you, it could be an ex, a karmic, a twin flame that is in your energy, pulling on you. And they may have gotten in once. Maybe you had a good relationship offer or someone you were talking to on the table, and you put that on the back burner to re-engage with this twin flame, soulmate, whoever. But unrequited love, I just don't feel like your definition of love is the same as this person. So you're really wanting to let them go this time. Unrequited love says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. New love says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So it seems like group 2, you're pretty onward and upward, trying to move forward, trying to move on, wanting to create a new love. And it's just taking you some time because to a degree you were mishandled, I'll say, in previous connections or in your very last connection. So yeah, they're going to have to take their time, prove they're worth it, and invest. Wow, we have this could be the one, and that's what I was feeling for you, group 2. I feel like that too. This could be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. That's the only thing I don't like about the romance angels is they factor in time, this deck. But that doesn't at all mean that you've met this person, especially with new love coming out before. This is likely going to be someone who may be in your life now, but as an acquaintance, someone you don't talk to yet. But more likely someone you're going to meet in the near future. We have attraction and very soon. Yeah, the wait is almost over, group 2. The wait is almost over. And with attraction, Spirit really wanted you to know that you are attracting this person. Like this is coming to you. So this isn't something that you have to work too hard for. Attraction says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I would say try to be open and just enjoy each date that you go on. Even if you see that it's not really going anywhere, I would say handle this as graciously as possible. I'm seeing a princess. Spirit is showing me actually, Spirit is showing me Anne Hathaway from Princess Diaries. So what would the Princess of Genovia do? Okay. Handle it like that, you know, with grace, with class and charm. Even if you know, yeah, this isn't my person. Spirit is like, still handle them with gentleness and respect and grace. Very soon says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is also a good time to communicate to your guides, to Spirit, what it is that you're looking for. I call this build-a-bay. Whenever I get this energy from Spirit, I'm like, yes, it's lit. I get to decide what I want and Spirit is going to hand deliver it to me. Like, absolutely. Yes, please. So I like to write a letter. Dear Spirit, you know, thank you for past experiences. I always show gratitude first. You know, thank you for past experiences. These are the things that I learned. That's what I include in my build-a-bay process. So Spirit knows, like, yeah, we don't need to reiterate the past. You can go ahead and close that. Let me verbally acknowledge or written acknowledge, like, I have learned these things and I get why XYZ person was in my life and why I went through whatever. And then just lay it out. This is what I want in my next partner. Include all of the qualities and characteristics that you feel like you need. And then you can leave it open. Like, Spirit, deliver to me the person you see best for me. Or you can, you know, detail it. But I would say this is a really good time for you to do that as well, especially with this coming in so soon, so that you can get what you really want moving forward. And that's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Elemental Wisdom Tarot and the Obsidian Crystal Point, this is your reading. Tapping in to see your next long-term committed relationship offer. We'll see who that will come from. Their next moves towards you. Spirit for group 3 with the Obsidian. Please show us who is offering group 3 a long-term committed relationship. A lot of inner child energy coming up right away. I feel like this person has the very best parts of their inner child left over. You know how you do like inner child work, and a lot of it has to do with nurturing and taking care of yourself after your experiences in childhood. So it's like you try to give your rejected inner child space to feel accepted by making new friends and trusting people and allowing people to like you and make connections with you. And it's kind of uncomfortable. This person, it feels like the parts of their inner child that shine so bright because they've worked through all of the pain, any pain or rejection that they've gone through. It's like they've worked through that, they've truly healed from it, and now they're showing up as someone with a very active inner child in the best possible way. So we have the child, the divine. It says innocence, purity, and redemption. Yeah, so they've definitely redeemed themselves. It says suggest a special connection to the divine. So this person, yeah, they may have a special connection with spirit, God, the divine, whatever you believe in, with the higher power, where they may get more messages than other people, or they may experience more luck than other people. We have the child nature. It says friendship with animals and communication with nature spirits. So I just heard kombucha. This person may brew their own kombucha. I do know that like alcohol, those are nature spirits that you're dealing with when you're, drinking that. So this person, they may make their own beer. They may, brew their own. I was hearing tequila. It could be something like that where this person works in distillery to a degree. They may have their own distillery or their own, bar. But they have a strong relationship with animals. This person, I feel like, has multi-animals, like from different types of animals. Like they may have a bird and also a lizard and a cat. Like it's not just like, oh, this person is a cat person, they only have cats, or they only have dogs, da da da. This person has a connection with multiple animals. They may be able to speak or connect to animals, and maybe it's not in a super spiritual woo-woo kind of way. It could just be they know the sounds of certain animals. I've seen 2 videos on this recently where it's like someone knew how to call horses towards them just by making a certain noise, and I've seen the same thing that someone did with squirrels. It's like they communicated with the squirrels by mimicking their noises and whatnot. So it could be as simple as that. Maybe they were a Boy Scout, Girl Scout, and they learned how to communicate with the animals. And then we have the artist here. It says, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses. This person is really going to turn you on, and activate you and make you drop down and be present in your body, out of your mind and into your physical body and your experience. And something about them feels so much better than past relationships. Like even down to the clothes that they wear, it's like they're softer or they have more texture. Like it's just like better. And it says inspiring others to see life symbolically as well. So this person, they have their own artistic pursuits, their own artistic activity that they like to do. It could be painting, it could be drawing, it could be reading, it could be even like yoga or like some sort of physical health thing. But they have some sort of practice or something that they do continuously in life, something they've been able to lean on. And then we have the guide here. It says, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So this person definitely has a strong relationship with spirit, God, the other world. This person seems like a high dimensional being. They could be like a starseed, a light worker. We have the engineer and the companion. So the companion, it says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. I love the companion because it's just all about real, raw connection. So even beyond this person being someone who has a good relationship with animals, a good relationship with spirit, spirit's also making sure that this person has a good relationship with you. They're loyal, they're compassionate. Okay, compassionate to what you have to say, to what you've experienced, to what you feel, and they're unselfish. And then we have the engineer that says, ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, and a talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Spirit is showing me, dang, what was his name? Stu? Spirit is showing me from Rugrats, the dad, who used to always be working in the basement on his little inventions and Reptar and whatnot. I'm seeing that, like Spirit is showing me that. So they could be an engineer in the sense that they kind of like to create little gadgets and doodads, and they may have really unique ways that they kind of set up their own life and whatnot. Spirit, show us more about this long-term relationship offer. Okay, very first card out for you is the soulmate card. Ooh, and then we have prophecy. So this is likely someone, I just saw 639 on the camera. This is someone who you have a strong connection with, someone who you've already received messages on though. And you know what? I'm hearing for years. So for some of you, this has been a very long time coming, and you have had different readings from multiple people tapping into the same energy. And, you know, you may have gone to one reading and it says, oh, this person is set to manifest, you know, next month. Next month comes, it doesn't happen. You get another reading describing the person to a T, same exact description, and they say, oh, this person is supposed to come 3 months from now. And it's like something may be going on with your timeline or behind the scenes. You may be crossed up. It would be a good idea to do a little uncrossing, you know, candle or working on yourself. I have all that stuff on my Etsy shop. I can do it for you, but it may be a good time for that, just in case there's something in the background actually keeping you from being able to move forward, so that you can just clear that out and step into your connection, because it is a soulmate. So I don't feel like you could miss this person. Like it's really only a matter of time. You will be linked up with them. But with the prophecy card, it kind of feels like it was supposed to have been here. So if you know that there's something going on with your timeline or there's been delays, you may want to clear that out. This could even be someone who's already in your energy, who you're having to really have just straightforward, honest communication with. We have figuring you out and then having the talk here. So this could be someone who's been in your energy for a long time, but it's almost like they're trying to figure you out as if you were a puzzle to be solved, versus just being present with you and in the moment and saying, okay, I'm going to move forward. This is what we're going to do. Like, let's make it happen. So if this is someone who's been in your energy for a long time, I do see you guys having the talk. Dum, dum, dum. It won't be scary though, but it's really just like DTR, determining the relationship. What are we and what are we going to do? Like, let's stop observing each other and let's actually move forward into something. We have you get me. So there will be a deep resonance between you and this person the very first time you meet. Could be a love at first sight type of situation that happens. You get me, and angelic help and guidance. And I feel like your guides get you as well. So they're coming through to help this situation along. They're like, okay, I know exactly what group 3 needs. They're kind of dragging their feet. Their person's dragging their feet. Both parties are, you know, afraid to open up to each other. So let me make this easy for them and bring them together. A lot of angelic realm activity here though, from your end and on their end. It's like both of your guides are slowly but surely leading you guys together. We have getting to know each other and turning heads that came out as well. So I see you guys being a very attractive couple if you accept their relationship offer. This person who's offering you a long-term relationship is someone who you look very good with though. I was just telling this to group 2, I think, as well. But I was just saying, like, imagine a couple with your favorite aesthetic popping out. Like, so if you're super into, like, you know, cottagecore, imagine like a couple that's cottagecore coded, like, and they just look so good and they're just a vibe, and it's like, ugh, I wish I could make it a throuple. No, just me. Okay, fine. I definitely got a throuple offer recently, but anyways, no, I did not accept, but I was very flattered. I walked into the store and this couple literally stopped. I have to tell the story. They literally stopped and like turned at me, and I was like, okay, the guy is definitely checking me out. I know his girl about to be mad. Let me hurry up and walk by because I'm not with the drama. I don't want your man. I looked at her and she was looking at me too, licking her lips. I'm like, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. See, these couples these days be on some freaks. I don't know what y'all are on. Anyways. Spirit, for group 3, so what action will they take towards them? Yeah, we got the 3 of Cups that came out for you right away. So there's a strong energy, not the 3 of Cups. You about to be a throuple. No, but there's a strong energy of the fates. You know, the 3 of Cups to me is always the fates. And it's a card of celebration, engagements as well. Getting together with people you love, fellowship, that kind of thing. But it's also talking about the 3 fates that kind of weave together our destiny. And I feel like that kind of vibe throughout your entire reading, from when we got soulmate and prophecy that came up before, talking about, for some of you, this being a connection that has kind of been on the way, or that has been blossoming, or coming to fruition for years. Spirit, how will they take action towards group 3? The 3 of Cups is talking about really the universe leading you together, versus this being exactly a situation where they see you, they know right away that they're trying to holler at you, and then they come at you. It's not really like that, like, oh, she fine, he fine, let me get his number, let me see if I can get his Insta. It's nothing like that. It's more like Spirit kind of leading you guys together in a synchronistic kind of way, and magically things happen. It's reminding me of something that I saw recently, just talking about red string theory, and kind of just this theory that you're always connected to people even when you don't know it. And then it's just like one day the stars align and this person is unlocked for you. Is giving me that kind of vibe where it's like you guys could live. Actually, I was just watching someone's vlog yesterday, and they were talking about this, talking about how she lived 5 minutes away from her husband basically her entire life, and they never really ran into each other. I'm sure they've been in the same place at the same time, in the same school, whacked past each other, never even noticed each other, never, until they did, you know, in college. So I actually just heard like someone's personal story time about that in a vlog they did yesterday, and it's giving me that kind of vibe for you guys, like red string theory, where it's like you could be very much so in each other's energy but not even notice each other until the time is right, until everything is blessed by the universe. So we got the 10 of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords. Seems like you had bigger fish to fry. Honestly, Page of Swords is giving me kind of an energy of fighting for your life a little bit. Someone could have had a health scare. Someone could have had like a struggle with some sort of addiction or bad habit. And also I'm getting finance with that. Like, you have been so consumed with just kind of getting into a comfortable space that you haven't really been able to worry about dating. And even though you would have loved for someone to come sooner, in retrospect, I think you'll say, but I'm glad that they didn't, because I wouldn't have wanted someone to see me that way, or I needed to grow the thick skin that I developed in, you know, everything that I had gone through before this manifested. So I see you seeing it as a positive thing. We got the 5 of Coins and the 2 of Swords. There's a heavy hush-hush energy with this one. Honestly, this person isn't going to find you. The universe is leading you together, and they cannot access you and vice versa until the time is right. And honestly, that's the best way for it to go. I've dated people in the past where I haven't been through enough things to appreciate their value. And I've experienced personally, I've been given relationship offers that I rejected because I just wasn't mature enough to accept it or to see their value. I didn't go through XYZ to appreciate them yet. So timing is so, so important. Yeah, we got the Lovers card and the Emperor reverse. Spirit is speaking so clear. Emperor reverse, this person is not just chasing you down and approaching you. This person is surrendering to the universe. You are surrendering to the universe. And with this Lovers card here, you're being led to each other. and connected with each other through an opportunity that comes externally. So you could never notice this person, and then next thing you know, you're working on a project with them, or it's going to be freaky and synchronistic. I feel like you guys will have one of those stories that you literally, you know, tell on Christmas, you know, or on your anniversary, any sort of celebration where people are celebrating you or experiencing fellowship. You guys are going to have one of those stories that is just so romantic and everyone wants to hear. We got the 10 of coins. So trust is going to be required. We got the 2 of wands and the 10 of coins. This relationship is manifesting through 2 of wands, some sort of difficult decision that you're having to make. And 10 of coins, I do feel like you're going to make the right decision that's going to lead you to this connection. It's just a matter of time, really. So I would say take every consideration that comes into you seriously. Oh, and I love this part. We got the King of Coins at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is letting you know this person is matching your energy. And also remember, there's 50% of this journey minimally that is completely outside of your control. We can do everything in our power, but if the other person doesn't do their part, you still don't get the manifestation, at least when it comes to relationships, because there's the other party involved. So I like that Spirit is confirming like they're doing their part behind the scenes as well. It's only a matter of time, group 3. Nice. We got the very soon card that flipped over for you. It says clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So if you have anything that you know you need to work through, anything that's been holding you back, any self-sabotaging habits, this is a really good time to work through those things and release them as best as you can. This is a really good time to set intention. Say your last date you self-sabotage because you overshared and it really was too much. This is like Spirit telling you, okay, set that intention now that you will not overshare and hold yourself to that standard. Or maybe your thing is like you chew people out. So if I'm being personal, my thing is I think I joke a bit too much, honestly, and I'm heavy on the roasting energy, not gonna lie. Like, I just don't take things seriously. I like to laugh a lot. My whole family is funny, but it really can rub people the wrong way, especially when you haven't built that trust with them that I like you and this is a joke. I accept you fully and we're just talking about the things that, you know, make us uncomfortable. We're joking about it and that's how we're kind of allowing it not to run our lives, you know? So that would be my thing. If this was me and Spirit gave me this energy, I'd be like, all right, I'm setting intention. I am not going to say one joke about this person for the first 3 dates, period. Like, because it's kept me from being able to move forward with certain people in the past. So try to look back at your past and say, okay, this is where I feel like the turning point was. This is when I started to feel their energy shift, when I engaged in this thing. And try to keep that at bay and really set intention to hold yourself accountable and, you know, to be as amicable as possible with people. Religious factors, it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I do see that your spiritual path is the really only thing between you and your next connection. The more you follow through on your spiritual path, the closer you're going to get to this connection. I don't feel like you have to seek them out. I feel like you just have to be present in the moment and lean into what Spirit is telling you, because I feel like your guides are giving you the exact next steps. At the bottom of the deck, we got new love. I just noticed the card started to fall off. We got release your ex under that. So if that's your message, you're going to know if there needs to be a big cord cutting or releasing, that needs to happen. But new love is OT dubs. It is on the way, group 3. And it's going to be well worth that wait with the Lover's card and the 10 of Pentacles. Come on. That's what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find your girl. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Greetings, Group 4, with the Clear Quartz and the White Newman Tarot. This is your reading. Tapping in, we shall see who will offer you a long-term relationship. What are their next moves towards you? How will they pursue you, Group 4? We will get all of that today. Spirit, with the Clear Quartz, please show us for Group 4. The cards are talking to you guys right away. No hesitation. So something that I'm getting already about you is this connection is going to feel really easy. Dare I say this will feel like the person that you've been looking for, even with the Fool card coming out. Like if you're someone who watches tarot, this is an archetype deck. So it's not talking about the Fool in the same way, but I just find that as synchronicity for you guys, talking about new beginnings. You know, the Fool card, a lot of people don't know this, but the tarot deck is actually an entire story. It's the Fool's journey. And the Fool card in tarot is not card number 1, it's card number 0. So the Fool is the main character and goes through every single card as a lesson or experience. And there's blessings and there's pitfalls and there's confusion and there's, you know, kind of the waiting phase, Two of Wands energy where it's like you're in limbo. So I feel like this connection for you, Group 4, is going to be very new. I mean, we got the Fool card and the Lover here. So there's a strong energy of this being likely a new relationship, a new beginning, a new person coming into your life. And with the Lover card, it just kind of feels like a moment of retribution where you're finally getting the return on your investments. And not just like, oh, this person is a blessing from the universe, but just like a reciprocated energy where someone is on the same wavelength as you. The Fool says fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So this is more talking about how the banter just flows with this person. If you're someone who really does take your life and everything seriously, this person will help you not take things as seriously in the best way, because it's so honestly just annoying as someone who just takes things more seriously or as a serious person for people to think that letting loose just means like releasing your inhibitions and forgetting your responsibility. Like this person gives you a safe space to be yourself, and you naturally come out of yourself in your own way, come out of your shell. So it's just different with this person. If you get it, you get it, like type of thing where it's like this person, they help you embody fearlessness and just a freeness that is so refreshing, but not in a way that makes you compromise your values, like your security or your behavior, how you carry yourself. These things are important to you. So I don't feel like you should just treat it like it doesn't matter. You know, you develop these habits or this demeanor through your life experiences. And I feel like that should be honored. So the fact that this person can get you out of your comfort zone without making you feel like you're failing at life or you're getting off track is just so unique and powerful. And then we have the Lover. So at the end of the day, this person is just loving you and very compassionate towards you. And the card itself, it says great passion and devotion. This person is devoted to you. They're devoted to the union between you and them. They have great passion. This person doesn't need someone to make them feel like, okay, let's be romantic, or okay, let's be compassionate. That's just who they are. And then it says unbridled appreciation of something or someone. Interestingly enough, I'm hearing that as a child. So if any of you are single mom, single dad, single parent out there, this person is taking in and loving your child as if it's theirs. But of course, you know, that unbridled appreciation applies to you as well. We have the Child Eternal. So, ooh, they're giving me daddy energy, mommy energy, like someone who you could really have kids with if that's what you want out of life. This person is very much so connected to their inner child. This person is giving me the kind of vibe where it's like, you ever see those videos on TikTok or on Instagram, wherever, where it's like, you'll have a dad that set up a ramp for their kids to sled on, or like they've created some sort of contraption for their kids to enjoy. It's giving that kind of vibe where it's like, I'll build my kids a tree house, or my fur babies, I'll create a cat sanctuary for my cats. Like that kind of vibe where this person is active and involved and engaged. It says determination to remain young in the body, mind, and spirit, and the ability to see things with fresh eyes. So if you need perspective, this is like the person you go to. We have the Liberator. It says freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs and releasing negative thought patterns. So this person is a liberator, someone who, if you have thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you, that you're attached to, this person is going to help liberate you from those things. Even from like the old way that you used to be, this person will bring you back into the present moment and the new circumstance. So say you always had to do everything alone, you're Miss or Mr. Independent. This person reminds you in the moment, like, you don't have to do this. Put it down, honey, let me help you. And they just kind of go into action and they help you. So even when it's like you're kind of getting in your own head and you're getting frustrated and flustered, this person kind of helps you through that. And they're very supportive. And then we have the Engineer. It says the ability to give creative energy a practical expression and talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So heavy on the perspective, heavy on this person is valuable. This person is engaged. That's the biggest thing I get with them, that they're very engaged. Like they want to talk and they want to work through things. If there's a problem, they're not just like, oh, okay, babe, well, you'll figure it out like you always do. It's like, no, it's me and you against the problem, me and you versus the problem. Even in your relationship, it's me and you versus this issue versus me versus you. Instead of me versus you, I should say. Spirit, for group 4, who is offering them a long-term committed relationship? We have banter. So I see you being very comfortable with this person. I see you guys having really good banter. You can joke around with each other without taking things too seriously. You can kind of say something to this person and they don't get too sensitive about it. You guys have a really good back and forth. And then we also have quantum advancement here. I'm very curious about that. I feel like that's applying to your living situation. You may have been getting a lot of messages recently that, hey, there's a move coming up for you soon. And maybe you've tried to kick it to the back of your mind because you're not ready to move. But quantum advancement would be a really good thing. And that would be something that's pretty seamless. Like quantum advancement wouldn't be you ending up in a crappy situation and having to move. It would be much more empowering. It would be a choice. Spirit placing you somewhere better. Spirit. This is interesting to me though. We have missed a step. I feel like this is where you are currently, group 4. So if you're like, listen, sounds great, but the way I'm looking at my life, I'm not really seeing it match up. There may be some sort of step that you missed that you are on the path to go back and fix. You may be currently fixing it, and it may not be one major thing like, oh, I did this, so I just have to fix that. And you know, by the end of the day, it's done. It may be something bigger. Maybe you're in the process of healing from dealing with your karmic yet again. You know, maybe they came back into your life, they got you off track, and you're currently in the process of picking up the pieces. You've already let them go, kind of thing. It feels like whatever the big thing is that may have been keeping you back, it kind of feels like you're already fixing it. You're already getting back on the right track. So at some point you may have missed a step. You may have forgotten who you are, your power, or what you're meant to do in this life, and you're fixing that at this time. So be patient with yourself in the journey. You're where you're supposed to be, group 4. We got You Get Me. and getting to know each other. So something that keeps coming up is the banter thing. I feel like you guys may have a very unique humor. You may have dry humor, deadpan humor, like you may say a joke but with a completely straight face, so people have a hard time understanding you. Was that a joke? Is group 4 being serious? Do they really think that? Or da, da, da. This person just naturally gets you, and vice versa. You guys are getting to know each other slowly but surely. And also I keep hearing coffee date. So you guys may go on a lot of coffee dates. That may be the thing that you bond over. Drinks, coffee or boba. You could be a drink kind of person where you always like to have a drink with you, even if it's just water. You may carry a water bottle with you everywhere you go. You could be notorious about your hydration and not playing about that. It could even apply to your skincare routine. So I see you guys, this sounds so weird, but bonding over hydration. It could be skin hydration. Both of you may have like an in-depth skincare routine and you may do that together, and that may be like really the time spent that solidifies the bond. Or you could be a drink kind of person where you would actually rather go out and get drinks than like food. You could be someone who's really into sipping on something at all times. All right, Spirit, for group 4, so how will they take action towards group 4? What action will they take towards group 4? Okay, so not gonna lie, this is something you're having to wait for and it's making you so uncomfortable, but I feel like this is the way it has to be. We got a lot of 9 showing up for you as well. You may be seeing 909, 919, different combinations of 9s. And they're both showing up reverse. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Cups in reverse. So right away, Spirit is saying this is not about what you have to bring to the table. Queen of Wands showed up reversed. Put the wand down. Stop being the leader. Stop making everything happen. Stop leading with 9 of Cups. I'm so emotionally mature. I'm so nourishing. I have everything you could ever need. 9 of Pentacles. This is my apartment. This is my house. Isn't it nice? Isn't it comfortable? Don't you want to come stay? Or this is what I'm willing to give. Here's my money. Here's my value. Spirit's like, no, Queen of Wands. I'm putting you on the receiving end of this connection. Whatever it takes, I'm putting you on the receiving end of this connection, at least in the beginning. So I feel like all of this process is going to be uncomfortable for you, but well worth it. Interestingly enough, we got a true pair here. We got the Queen of Wands that came up. She came up reversed, and then we have the King of Wands upright. So Spirit is really calling this person to pursue you, group 4. And it is uncomfortable for you, 4 of Swords, having to wait. 3 of Swords in reverse. It's the right way to do things though. 4 of Swords, think, reflect, and also just give yourself time to be. You know, 4 of Swords is a card of reflection. It's a card of getting your mind right, reflecting over what you've gone through and where you're going to go moving forward. So it's very important to Spirit that you literally sit and synthesize all the way through. In the past, you may have agreed to a connection before you agreed to it, like by making sure that this person is a match. So you may have felt a ping in your heart, a resonance with someone of the past, and that was enough to make you move forward. But you maybe didn't make sure they had like everything that you would really want and need from a partner. With this one, we're doing this a different kind of way. We got the Page of Wands in reverse. So whatever way you would have done things before, I can see that this is noticeably different. So if you have always allowed people to sit and receive and you've been the giver, there's definitely a changing in energy when it comes to that. Yeah, we got the Temperance card and it's showing up reversed. So things aren't exactly balanced in the beginning, but it's in a very favorable kind of way. But 3 of Swords in reverse, it feels uncomfortable to sit here and kind of 4 of Swords, be patient and wait for the other person to do what needs to be done. So Spirit is calling you to trust the process. We got the Magician at the bottom of the deck, and I feel like that's a part of the problem. You may have a very strong manifestation power. You may be all about manifestation, even as like someone who's just very 3D, forget the spiritual. You may be like a more go-getter, ambitious kind of person where it's like, okay, if I want something or someone, I'm going to go get it. I'm not going to wait forever for them to, I'm not going to sit here and look cute and wait for them to notice me. Like, no, I'm going to start a conversation. It's whatever. It's just people. I'm going to allow myself to be open and engage with people and to enjoy my life. It's not about that though. Spirit is saying for whatever reason, the connection needs to start this way. Spirit is really challenging you to allow this person to make the investment first. So there's this masculine, feminine polarity coming through super strong here that's actually making you a bit uncomfortable. You may not believe in the masculine, feminine polarity in relationships. You may feel like we both have to be tapped into our masculine and feminine energy and exercising it consistently. Versus one person's morely the masculine, one person's more the feminine. But I am seeing that polarity here, and this person is definitely showing up as the masculine with the Emperor that just came out. Spirit's like, no, you got to get off your butt and you have to pursue group 4, and this is the way it's going to be. And I feel like you'll see why in retrospect, or you may already know why. Maybe you don't care why and you're just going to enjoy the ride. That's best case scenario, really. Because that way you can release any resistance you may have towards this. But that's how I see it kind of going. So we got the High Priestess in reverse and the Temperance card in reverse. It's quite uncomfortable for you, but this person's really going to be showering you and courting you. I'm seeing like flowers, chocolate, that kind of thing, like actual gifts that this person is bringing to you. I just heard offerings. So this person is making offerings to you. And I feel like as a child of God, as a child of the divine, the higher power, yeah, that's the way it should be. When you're someone who is locked in, doing the work, doing your part, they should make offerings to you. Why not? Dude, we got the very soon card. This is so freaky for every single pile today. So there is a collective energy of romance heating up very quickly for our collective. I'm loving this. Very soon it says clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you now. Soulmate says yes, this is your soulmate. So I feel like Spirit is calling you to don't talk about it, be about it. If you're really wanting a soulmate connection, then Spirit is saying, all right, here we are, soulmate connection. Will you surrender to it? Clearly ask for what it is that you want so that you can get it as well. Stay in close contact and communication with your guides, your spirit team, so everybody's on the same page and they know what we're doing. Nice. We have, it is safe for you to love. We have passion, and then we have love yourself first. So passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Spirit wants you to engage. Spirit wants you to have fun. Like I said, Temperance card in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. That can be a very uncomfortable energy and just very unlike you, especially with the High Priestess reversed. It feels like you're ignoring your intuition. But I just feel like it's very necessary, and Spirit keeps reiterating that this person has to make a big investment in you in the beginning. So maybe it's completely on their end. Honestly, we got a lot of divine masculine energies that were coming up upright. So that would actually lead me to believe that it's probably more about them. Maybe in the past they were low effort in the beginning and that set the tone for their past relationships. So it's like, you're just as much of a value as, you know, this person is to you. So Spirit may be calling them to really step into their divine masculine so that it sets the tone for the rest of your relationship, so that this person can show up as, you know, an equal partner at a minimum, but really set that tone of, this is what I do, this is how I function in this relationship, and I do the most for my partner. I really go to bat for them. I do everything that I have to do. I match their energy. I more than match their energy a lot of the time. So I would say, leave room for Spirit to also work through them continuously, because a lot of times we think that everything has to do with us, and it's like, oh, I got more work to do, and the whole time it really could be someone else's journey and mission. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, is what it says at the bottom of that one. So if there is any heart chakra opening that does need to happen, definitely work on that so that you can surrender to this connection. Easiest way to do that is literally just to listen to like heart chakra opening or healing music as you sleep. I like the YouTube account Meditative Mind, but there's a bunch of accounts. They have a Spotify as well. And then we have Love Yourself First. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So towards the end here, I'm almost getting a second chance kind of vibe where it's like both of you may have self-sabotage relationships in the past, or both of you may have shown up in a way that hurt the connection more than helped it. Past connections, not this one. And Spirit is calling for both of you to really kind of stand in your power and to show up for this connection and to be on your P's and Q's, and Spirit will handle the rest. That's what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.